How you guys doing today? Welcome back into Rover Sports, and it was a good preseason, but we're going to do a lot of different games, and the format's going to be different because we have coaches film now. So instead of just doing quarterback reviews, I don't know if we're going to break down entire games of quarterback play. We're going to go to the plays that define the game, and we're going to try to understand where the game was won and lost, and we're going to try to analyze players defensively and offensively throughout the NFL. I think we're going to do about 4 to 5 games a week. And I'd love to hear your feedback, especially if you want me to try to do some games. So we're going to try to learn together here. We're going to try to break down some film and football. So this is a third down, and this is Carolina Denver, obviously the Thursday night game. So we're doing this a couple of days after, and you're going to see there Bradley Roby, 29. Going to see Benjamin right here, and you're going to see Bradley Roby. It's a tough play for Roby. It was just a perfect throw. This is a 3rd and 9 in the first half, and then you're going to see another angle, which is cool. Cam Newton gets really good protection on this play, and this is just an elite level pass. It wasn't terrible defense by Bradley Roby here. And then you see the sidearm release too. That's what makes Cam incredible. Is he can throw from so many different platforms. Here you're going to see a reverse to Ted Ginn. And right here you're going to see Roby again. He needs to stay home. You need to have guys staying home. Even the linebacker here gets mixed into the middle and nobody gets home. So we're going to see this again from another angle. You got to have guys staying home on the backside, especially when you see there for the Broncos. You're going to see there 56 over it's he gets caught in over pursuing this play. And essentially Carolina then gets a first down. I think they're going to run the rock here to Stewart. And then I think you're then going to see an impossible play to defend pretty soon. So here you're going to see their safety help over the top. He's located too far. TJ Ward, he's way too far. Like this play here is doomed from the start because you're going to have Funchess here. You're going to have Funchess running there, holding the safety, and then you're going to have Kelvin Benjamin get an easy touchdown. So this is one-on-one with a 6'5" wide receiver. And there you see it's just impossible to cover. Stop. That's just Cam Newton making an elite level throw. And here the safety is held. So Cam Newton could just throw it on the back shoulder, and it's impossible to defend. As you see there, TJ Ward can't get over from his spot. And that leads again to a Carolina touchdown. We're going to take you now to a Denver Broncos drive here on Rover Sports as we look at Graham Gano gets hit there on the extra point attempt. So we're searching through here to try to find some very important plays of the first half. And we're going to go up to here. And this is a Denver drive. We're going to see Simeon. Now, Simeon looked pretty sharp throughout this game. I mean, Trevor Simeon is a guy that was limited in terms of how much the Broncos wanted him to do this game. And he's he's supposed to really play game manager role, but he also made some really impressive throws during the game. And part of his two turnovers, we're going to see one of the turnovers was Star Latui getting in the way of a screen pass, and that was essentially a freak play. He had a couple of passes that were batted down, but other than that, Simeon looked like he could definitely make a ton of throws. And, even though he was a seventh rounder out of Northwestern, the playbook that Fitzgerald gave him at Northwestern was limited. So here you're going to see a pass to C.J. Anderson, and you're going to see a really bad angle taken um, by Trey Boston here coming in from the safety spot. It's just a great play again by Anderson. He jukes out Trey Boston, and Boston's just late. This is great recognition by Simeon, knowing they're bringing pressure, and then Trey has to cover a lot of ground here. He hesitates a bit, and that's what causes C.J. Anderson to have an opportunity to break the play open. And then you see Thomas Davis cleans up with a smashing C.J. Anderson. So Boston gets beat by Anderson. Anderson was so elusive this entire game. Made some tremendous cuts. And the Broncos really have had trouble defining a number one back, because you had Hillman for a bit. You had Monte Ball, who ended up being a bust out of Wisconsin. And now it looks like they finally have their guy in C.J. Anderson, who's played really well in the Super Bowl, has a defined role now for the team. Here you're going to see another play to Anderson. It's really well blocked. And this overall drive for Denver is pretty impressive. Oh yeah, this is actually Booker. Booker gets in the game, and I really wanted to see Devontae Booker, the fourth rounder out of Utah. You're gonna see a great angle here. He just not only did he fumble, he just hesitates way too much. I mean, if Booker decides to run up field, he's got to cut that back. And I know that the feed is really jumpy. I apologize for a jumpy feed, but Booker essentially during these plays he doesn't cut at all, and Booker just needs to cut more. He's just way too hesitant. There you see a great example. Is that Booker, when he runs the football, the line blocks perfectly. If he cuts towards the middle of the field, he gets about 15 yards on this play. Instead, he just is nervous. He doesn't show great vision running the ball. And that's like he's making rookie mistakes out of the backfield. Because if he would have cut back, if he would have seen that cut back again, it would have been a big, big time play for Booker. And I know Booker's obviously going to get his opportunities because Denver is not that deep at the position. And Janovich had a nice run, but Booker's the number two guy. Here you're going to see Simeon throw with great anticipation. As James Bradbury, you have a rookie corner out there on Demarius. The Broncos understand that. So Simeon froze during this game with great anticipation. You're going to see here Trevor Simeon get sacked. And on this particular play, Simeon needs to look out to the left and see C.J. Anderson. He needs to understand his reads here. He needs to know where to check down, especially if they're bringing pressure like they do. And the guard there just gets completely beat by the by Carolina's. By Carolina's, I think it was Kawan Short that went in and made a tremendous play, and that's not a surprise because Kawan Short is incredible. Look at how fast Short is getting the sack. Kawan Short's one of the best players in all of football. It actually might have been Mario Addison getting in there. Well, actually, it's oh It was Vernon Butler, a rookie, who made a tremendous play. 92 here. Watch him swoop in, jukes out 76. And there you see Vernon Butler making a big time play on Max Garcia of the Broncos, who's the guard. So then you have a long third down. You're just trying to get some yards back. I even said to my friends, like on this play, you're just trying to set up a draw to get on a field goal. And this is Star Latui just making a tremendous play on this football. I mean, it was kind of a freak play by Simeon. Simeon still looks impressive. I mean, if he understood to throw it to C.J. Anderson, just little things. But Simeon, again, his role is not to carry a team. And I know he's not a Russell Wilson. I know he can't make the same throws that, like, say, a Matt Stafford can make. But Simeon at he's tall. He's 6'3". He can operate the offense. He's got a decent arm. And I think Simeon should do fine. Oh, here you see one of the best plays of the game. And this is Darian Stewart here from his safety spot. Watch Stewart come down and completely read this play like he sort of has a sixth sense that they're going to run this shovel pass. And I know that the feed, again, gets choppy, but I think we're going to be okay on this play. I'm watching it again. That was just a tremendous play by Darian Stewart there. Here you're going to see a play action fake from Trevor Siemian, and you're going to see a little lapse in zone defense. As you see there, Emmanuel Sanders gets open. So check out this play again. You have 25 who's backpedaling, and then Sanders puts on the brakes, burns him, and essentially gets upfield. Let's see who this is on again. I mean, it might have been on Daryl Worley who was covering him. But Simeon there, again, showing really good decisiveness throwing the football. Now, this is C.J. Anderson. I believe he's going to break out a big run right here. And this is just a perfectly executed play as James Bradbury gets juked out of his shoes wearing the old Josh Norman number. The rookie here gets juked out by C.J. because he's left on an island. And Kurt Coleman took some really bad angles during this game. And you're going to see Demarius here come in and get a great block on 20. Watch Kurt Coleman here. Demarius gets a great block on him. The left tackle with a tremendous block. It springs C.J. Anderson for a big time gain on the play. Because Coleman's going to get blocked by Thomas. It's just a great play. And then C.J. cuts and just makes Bradbury look silly. And it wasn't just Bradbury. C.J. Anderson had a tremendous game. And the play was just perfect because of Demaryius Thomas blocking Kurt Coleman there on the outside. Now you're going to see Simeon. No one's open. And really good awareness here by Trevor as he knows to run the football out of the shotgun formation here. You're going to see here he's protected very well. He's going to step up and he's going to get some yards on this play. This is one of their best drives of the first half. Here you're going to see Anderson again, decisive. That was pretty good defense there by Carolina. And then I believe on 3rd and 1, we see the touchdown by Andy Janovich out of Nebraska. So Janovich, that's genius because they audibled him into the play late. So essentially he was hidden. You saw that. As Simeon watched, he audibles for Janovich to come over as a wide receiver. Kuechly and Davis, they all have trouble recognizing how to handle this play. And you're going to see Shaq Thompson here. Watch, Shaq Thompson needs to stay home here, but he goes right into the line, so it gives up a hole. So watch Shaq. See Shaq bounce right, and then you're also going to see there um, Ben Wickery is 25. Not only did he get beat by Sanders on this play, he also lets Janovich swipe right by him. And Kurt Coleman also takes a terrible angle. Let's try to go back a little bit here during this play. I want to see Kurt Coleman and this angle that he takes, because Kurt Coleman, we saw him get blocked earlier, but here we go. So Kurt Coleman here, I know he's out on an island with Janovich, but I almost want to see him force the fullback inside. He doesn't. He again delays in getting out there, and Kurt Coleman just misses the tackle on the fullback. But I almost want to see him take an angle to Janovich's to his right side, because he lets Janovich have the angle to bounce outside, and Coleman was just late reacting. And he kind of it was sloppy in terms of his footwork, but essentially, you have guys like Ben Wickery and Shaq Thompson. Everybody got fooled on that play because they all didn't see Janovich. None of them stayed home, and then it was one-on-one with Kurt Coleman, and Coleman took a terrible angle, didn't force Janovich inside at all, and Janovich just bounced off of him. Very elusive for a fullback to make this play. Here you're going to see a crucial third down and a half. This whole drive by Carolina is third down conversions. And we're going to see here Kelvin Benjamin make a play. But essentially there's some guys that are just not, covering that well. So here you see on the outside, it's kind of a zone scheme what you're going to see. And essentially they're supposed to be passing off defenses, but Kelvin Benjamin ends up getting wide open. It's Chris Harris that's right here. And as a cornerback, Chris Harris and the safety just have a miscommunication. And Cam Newton also looks down in the flat, holds the defense, he manipulates with his eyes, and Kelvin Benjamin's able to come open. So here you should see the play in its entirety. You see there's a gaping hole. As Chris Harris has got to drop back more, he gives Cam a window. And now it's just a miscommunication between Chris Harris and Darian Stewart on this play. Here you see Cam, he looks left into the flat, and then he pellets one in there. I mean, that's just great eye manipulation by Cam. I mean, Cam was fantastic in this first half of football. We're now going to go to a crucial play, because this whole drive is third down conversions, and we're going to go. Here's third and 9 too for Cam, and actually, sorry, that's the first half. We're going to go to this huge third down. And it was a really well-executed play by Denver's defense here. But Denver needs to get off the field here. As it's 3rd and 6 from the 4. This is one of the crucial plays of the first half. You get a stop. I believe the game is 7-all at this time. You can really get the ball back into Simeon's hands in your offense, because this was a long, long drive. Actually, on this play, this is just an incredible pass by Cam Newton. It's Talib, it's Funchess on Talib, and Talib here plays very good coverage. It's a throw that needs to be made at, approximately, needs to throw in anticipation, and it needs to be rifled where only Funchess can get it, or this could be a pick six. I mean, there's not many quarterbacks that can make this throw from the middle hash all the way out 10 yards to the far right hash like Cam does. And you can't even see the football there from that angle. A great catch by Funchess, but an incredibly risky pass by Cam Newton there on Talib. And here you're going to kind of see Talib get some revenge on Kelvin Benjamin as Talib just continues to get better and better each year. One of the rangiest, best cornerbacks in all of football. Just an exceptional talent. Here's the 3rd and 9 play, I believe. So essentially, we're going to look here, and it's going to be here. Todd Davis, I believe, 51. Or this might be our guy Von Miller. It looks like it's you just as a rusher, TJ Ward here from the safety spot comes in here and he's gonna cut the gap beautifully. But this guy right here, you need to again just go vertical. He decides to go into the line of scrimmage. It gives Cam an out because Ward's going to come up with great pressure, but somebody's got to be home. I mean, when you're blitzing, you got to have better communication. So Ward hits the gap hard, but then nobody's home because all the linemen are going upfield and nobody's covering Cam's left. So I would prefer the Broncos to actually be able to go ahead and cover left and cover the gaps because you'd let Cam Newton escape. Here you're also going to see, before we end this first half video, you're going to see here just a complete miscommunication, and this is why Greg Olsen gets open because they're still working here kind of on zone. You're going to see here for Denver, you're going to see Justin Simmons coming into the game, and he's a rookie, Justin Simmons. So Simmons is going to miss his assignment completely. There's Simmons there, 31, misses his assignment. He's supposed to stay with the tight end, and he essentially lets Cam Newton. This is a huge 3rd down play. There you see Simmons like, oh no, I just, messed that whole play up. Simmons is supposed to stay with Greg Olsen. He lets Greg Olsen run free because he thought he was taking the short slant as well. Ends up being a huge, costly mistake by Justin Simmons on 3rd down and leads to a Cam Newton touchdown. So gap discipline, a couple of things there to keep your eye on. And first half, we have Carolina 17-7. Second half coming up very, very soon.